So again, founder of the two programs that are offered. And so the goal, as we talked about, is really getting to the core issue. And we're going to talk about the abuse awareness, getting to the core issue. And I don't know if you can see that or not, so I'm going to move my picture over. But we want to say, is it trauma or drama? Because a lot of times what happens is that people will say, okay, I'm seeing this in someone else. I am concerned. I don't really know if it's trauma that they're experiencing or is it drama? Is this something that it's a phase? And that's a big piece that, we see, especially with our kids. Our kids always go through phases. They have the terrible twos sometimes, or they have the threes and whatever goes with that. And, they move through, you get into the teenage years. And so, you see these behaviors and you think, all right, is this trauma and something deeper, or is this sort of drama and something that's maybe normal in a phase? And that's where I think it stops a lot of people from intervening or preventing because they don't know. And it's a tough thing to bring up when you don't know. So let's look a little bit more deeply at that. Trauma is actually a lasting emotional response that often results from living through a distressing event, harms the sense of self, harms a sense of safety, and it really creates a difficulty with the ability to regulate your emotions and navigate relationships because the trauma is always, always there until it's rectified. And even after it's rectified, I take it from me, it is always there, but the intensity of it doesn't have to be that bad. So when there's intervention, when there's help that's, employed, it makes such a huge difference. We look at trauma, this is one of many, again, definitions, but drama can just be attention seeking behavior. And it's regarding problems that can often be just superficial. It can be that, like I said, the 2-year-old who wants the toy, the teenager who wants to use the car and the sibling has it, or whatever it may be. And it's they're doing what they need to do or what they think they need to do in order to get what's desired, even if it's not appropriate. So the question I have, and I don't have all the answers to this, but what I really want to plant in people's minds is trauma and drama, as we can see, are two different things. But who's to say that drama does not come from a deeper trauma? And that's where we have to look deeper. That's where we have to find out awareness. We need to have knowledge. We need to become aware of different things that we can do, strategies we can employ, how to go about it if we have these suspicions. Because just because it's drama and it's attention seeking behavior that we think is about superficial stuff, there might be some trauma much deeper. And that's where, don't let that question, is it trauma or drama, stop you. Keep going, look deeper, and find the ways to be able to do that. As I'll tell you one thing, I was a tough nut to crack. There was something going on so much deeper within me, and there was a lot of drama around me that was really pointing to something much more traumatic going on with me. But what was happening is people cared. They truly cared. But if they asked me what was going on, I would just sort of, deflect, and I would make up reasons. And there was a lot at stake for me. It was my father's life, that was being threatened. So I was going to do whatever I could to kind of take the eye off of me and what was really going on. But I will say that if somebody had really pushed me in a kind way, but in a way that was like, are you sure you're okay? And really just showing that they cared and that they were a trusted individual, I would have broken. I would have then said something. So it's just so important. And it's something that I'm going to get off my soapbox here and I'll move on. But it's important that we keep looking when we have those suspicions and we do it in the right way.